Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue, you've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of Lost Wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you.
And still still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies. I'm finding love tonight.
Somebody's offering and a local band.
Taxi!
Yeah, baby.
Hey, Mac, where you headed? You got it. One trip around the block, the long way. Still gotta charge you, you know. This meter don't stop for nobody. And that'll be 20. Oh, no, you didn't. You ain't trying to get out of my cab without paying.
Would I do
I'm not really in the mood for what you call your extended conversation, pal. Pay up. Thanks, kid.
You rummage around in the dumpster, but you don't see anything valuable aside from some cocktail shrimp that might still be edible.
That's good shrimp.
You rummage around.
That's good shrimp.
You poke through the garbage cans.
Look, why would anyone throw out a full container of breath spray? Doesn't make sense.
You throw out your existing half-empty can and replace it with the full one from the garbage. 'Cause hey, free breath spray.
Yeah, baby.
You take a seat on an available bar stool. You hand Lefty $10, just for the hell of it. He decides to drop a hint on you.
If you're gonna gamble, remember, double down on 11.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass. You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter-filled. You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Yeah, baby.
That hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So, I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world. Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean, what am I, high society?
Yeah, baby.
Score!
Yeah, baby.
Lefty's restroom walls are filled with Here's one. Who do I have to sleep? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution. Here's one. Peeing in public should be. Here's one. I was here at the. Here's one. There are two kinds. Here's one. Attention, people who say adventure games are dead. Please don't eat the urinal cakes. Here's one. Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution. Here's one. Peeing in public should. Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn. Here's one. There are two kinds of. Here's one. Attention, people who say adventure. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a misdemeanor. You grab an ancient copy of Flutter. You feel a great. What's that? Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she was delicious. Here's one. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who can extrapolate from it. Here's one. Attention, people who say adventure games are dead. Please don't eat the urinal cakes. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. The design is early American idiot. The design is. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. Here's one. Peeing in public should. Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she. Here's one. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who can extrapolate from. Here's one. Attention, people who say. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the design. Here's one. Peeing in public. Here's one. I was here at the Here's one. There are two kinds of people. Here's one. Attention, people who say. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution. Here's one. Peeing in public should be. Here's one. Here's one. You give yourself a quick.
Got my wallet, got my. Come and get.
Carefully finishing your. Don't do it, Larry. Too late. The toilet begins to fill. Realizing your mistake as the water reaches your head, you doze briefly. Turns out, sometimes good manners are a bad idea.
I'm just wasting my.
Here's one. Attention, people who say.
Jeez. Did something die?
Hey, dork. You got toilet paper stuck to your shoe.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some originality.
Lefty's restroom walls are filled with clever reading material. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a misdemeanor. Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she... Here's one. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who can extrapolate from incomplete data. Here's one. Attention, people who say adventure games are dead. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. If you're not part of the solution. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a... Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she was delicious. You turn on the hot tap. Immediately, steam starts to chug from the spigot. Technically, steam is invisible. This is water vapor, but nobody likes a narrating smartass. You notice some writing in the mirror.
Ken sent me. That could be important. I'll have to remember it.
You grab a scrap of toilet paper and, cleverly chewing one of your fingernails to the quick, you scrawl the words "Ken sent me" in blood on the paper. You turn off the hot tap and the mist slowly clears. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. The Dart simulation plugin was out of our price range. It feels oddly generic, as if you felt something just like it before, elsewhere. It feels oddly generic.
Taxi!
Hey, bud, where we going? I'm gonna need, 24 bucks, bud. Thanks, kid.
It's a payphone.
They'll never get rid of those.
Yeah, baby.
It's a taxi call box. It's a payphone.
They'll never get rid of those.
It's a payphone.
They'll never get rid of those.
It's a payphone.
They'll never get...
That's a big...
Welcome to the come and go. Please keep your hands where I can see them.
Look at the great articles in this issue of Biggins. Here's one about how to break into the windows of apartment buildings. Here's another about how to make your own perfume. This could be a valuable issue. You briefly scan an issue of Martha Stewart Living. Look, it's your favorite brand of bread. You take the Biggins, the most interesting magazine.
Yeah, baby.
You have plenty of breast.
Hardy Steen wine. I don't like it as much as Napa Valley Outhouse, but it is ebullient and syrupy.
Yeah, baby.
These candies are all packed, which is pretty misleading given that crap. You quickly rummage. That usually takes you at least one. You have plenty of breath spray for now. Yes, you could eat that.
I am not for sale.
Beef snacks turn you into. Everything here is sealed, and my viewers like.
I can't drink soda. I mean, literally. I have.
Let us be discreet about this. I understand you are interested in our birth control devices.
Yes, I'd like one of your finest prophylaxatives.
We have all manner of lovers for your stooping pleasure. What sort of lover are you preferring? What length would you like? What girth are you requiring? What texture would you like? What faux finish would you like? What excess capacity? What sort of lubrication would you like? What sort of scent would you like? Certainly,
Yeah,
sir.
baby.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody! This perv just bought a latex extra small banana girth, ribbed, snakeskin, loving spoonful capacity, spermicidal, fine fresh scented lubber.
What a pervert!
Thank you. Now please leave. There is no loitering.
Hey, that bacteria is not for. Hey, you lift the floor mat. It's a payphone.
They'll never get rid of.
You pick up the phone, and to your delight, you get a dial tone. This thing must be set to free play.
Yeah, baby.
Hello. Welcome to the National Quickie Sex Survey Hotline. Please answer the following questions. I may have something wonderful waiting for you. First, a few questions about you.
Larry!
Ooh, so tell me.
Larry.
Oh, and
Larry. Larry.
what is your favorite X-rated video? Mine too. Now, tell me your favorite article of clothing. Oh, now.
Larry.
What is your favorite? What's the best part of his or her anatomy? What is his or her sexiest? Or what's his or her favorite? And where do you two? Yeah, me too. And finally, what do you and your love? Thank you for participating. Your answers really turned me on.
Larry.
Your prize is.
Looks like they hung up on you.
You've reached the offices of Sierra Off-Ramp, the world's greatest game publisher. Press 1 to speak to our hint department, where press 2 to press 3 to speak to up.
Sorry, we're...
Welcome to the Come and Go. We only carry up to $20,000 cash in the safe. Never in...
You give yourself a quick pat down.
Got my wallet? Come and get.
You only need one box at a time, Larry.
Hello?
Yeah, baby.
You'd have to go into that dark, spooky alley to do that. You have nothing
Mouthwash is cheap. Oh, look. Harvey Steen wine. You shouldn't have. Thanks for thinking of me.
You're more than welcome.
Syrupy. And reminiscent of a Manischewitz cream red Concord. I think I'll share this with my friend Chris. Maybe you know the guy. Kinda this tall, about this wide, brownish hair.
I don't think I know him.
Used to be a cabin boy. Lives next to...
Uh,
Anyway... One of my prized possessions that I don't want.
wow, thanks.
I wouldn't count on it enough. Thanks again.
Yeah, baby.
Taxi!
What the hell have you been eating? Rotten corpse with 40 cloves of garlic? Okay, guy, where'll it be? Lucky 21, pal. Fork it over. Thanks, kid.
Hey, you.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in The John.
Ken sent me?
Yeah, baby.
Ah, you recognize this setup from a number of art films you've viewed. The gentleman before you is basically working the front desk. His employee is upstairs, waiting to provide quick expert services to a discriminating clientele.
Wow, man. Every time you open your mouth, it's like an angel dies.
Nu wel. Ja. Du 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 du. Du 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 du. Ja, maar ik ga kappen voor vandaag. Ik moet morgen weer werken, dus ja, Larry is lachen. Maar ik had toch een remote control gejat? Waar is mijn remote control dan?
I think you need a breath mint. Or better yet, try chewing on an airwick.
Yeah, baby.
Ah.
Please don't leave that where some idiot in a white leisure suit is bound to step on it. Wanting to be humane to the
Waar is,
drop,
waar haal je
you tap
de
him
dingen
firmly
vandaan
on the
dan?
shoulder, stroke his head, pat his hand, and get up close to him.
So tell me, how are you doing?
Ah, thanks for asking, buddy. I'd be just great if only my impetigo would clear up.
It's a girly lamp like you'd find in any swingin' bachelor's rumpus room. The lamp is useless without its shade, or even with it. This isn't one of those fish that a feeling not entirely unfamiliar to you.
Wel een beetje omslachtig hoor.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in the John.
Ken sent me?
Come on in.
Since nobody seems to be using it,
Yeah, baby.
the cabinet is locked. You are so close to a solution here, we can almost smell it. Wait, we can smell it. You put out quite the stench when you're concentrating.
Yeah, baby.
Bingo! You use the combination on the coaster to quietly unlock the cabinet. You dispose of the evidence by tossing the coaster behind the cabinet, where it's unlikely to be found for thousands.
I'll never forget that. Wait!
Yes!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
You aim the remote at the TV and push the power button. Don't make me wistful. You wouldn't like me. You've managed to... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button. Hey, don't touch your knob. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Another boring game show. Prodigious P doesn't seem interested enough in the... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
What you are witnessing is real.
Another boring grill. Prodigious P. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
And thank you for your support.
Another board. Prodigious P. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
What you talking about, Willis?
Another Prodigious P. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
Please have your pet spayed.
Another board. Prodigious P. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
I love this razor so much, I bought the company. And this railroad. And
Another boring infomercial. Prodigious P doesn't seem interested enough in the program to leave his post by the stairs. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
Yes. Yes. Pull it out a little deeper.
Huh?
All right. But this is wrong. For God's sakes, I am your accountant.
Then give it to me.
It's a good thing that you did that. You carefully... With Prodigious P presently preoccupied... This must be the place.
Just so
You start to pick up the candy.
I'm sorry. Did you want it?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Well, sure, what the...
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, baby.
You strip off your jacket. Either finish getting undressed. You strip off the rest of your clothes. You carefully guide the condom onto your tumescent little Larry. Smart man. You hop into bed with the hooker.
Ooh. Yes. Yes. Nope.
Although successful, you feel less than satisfied. You put all your clothes. You open the window and climb out onto the fire escape. They're on the other side of that closed window. You'll have to find a way to get down to them. You yank on the fire escape for... That doesn't work.